Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into an exciting and surprising topic: 20 famous African-American father-son pairs at the same age. These pairs have not only made their mark in entertainment and sports, but they also showcase the power of genetics, with children striving to step out of their father's shadows and carve their own unique careers. From sports stars like Dwyane Wade and his son Zaire, to music legends like Ice-T and his son, the stories of these iconic father-son duos are sure to amaze you. Stay tuned as we explore the strong connection between these talented generations. At 15, Taye Diggs was a determined teenager growing up in Rochester, New York. Born Scott Leo Berry, he was raised in a supportive and creative household. His mother was a teacher, and his stepfather was a visual artist. Even at this young age, Taye's passion for the arts was undeniable. Whether it was acting, singing, or dancing, he eagerly explored his talents, participating in school plays and community theater productions that allowed him to express his creativity. Life wasn't glamorous, but Taye's strong work ethic and love for storytelling were already shaping his path. With encouragement from his family, he nurtured his artistic ambitions, setting the stage for a remarkable career. This early passion and determination would later lead him to iconic roles in films like How Stella Got Her Groove Back, Rent, and many more, making him a standout figure in the entertainment industry. At 15, Walker Nathaniel Diggs, the son of Taye Diggs and Idina Menzel, is growing up in a vastly different environment than his father did. Surrounded by the entertainment world from birth, Walker has access to opportunities and experiences that were beyond Taye's reach at the same age. Described as energetic, curious, and creative, Walker shares a vibrant personality that mirrors the expressive energy of his talented parents. Though he hasn't pursued acting like his father, Walker's natural charisma and artistic spirit suggest he's inherited their creative flair. Taye often expresses his pride in Walker, sharing heartfelt stories and moments on social media, showcasing the strong bond between father and son. While Walker's future path remains his own to carve, it's clear he has a supportive foundation and an inspiring legacy to draw from. At 22, Blair Underwood was a young man on the brink of launching his acting career. Born in Tacoma, Washington, and raised in a disciplined military family, he developed a strong work ethic early on. Freshly graduated from the prestigious Carnegie Mellon School of Drama, Blair was armed with top-tier training and a determination to make his mark in the entertainment industry. At this stage, he was auditioning and taking on small roles, steadily building his experience and reputation. Though fame was still on the horizon, Blair's focus and ambition set him apart. It wasn't long before his efforts paid off, landing him breakthrough roles in iconic projects like L.A. Law, which would propel him into the public eye and establish him as a respected actor in Hollywood. At 22, Blake Underwood, the son of the famous actor Blair Underwood, grew up in a world vastly different from his father's. He had the privilege of being raised in an environment full of opportunities and resources that his father worked hard to achieve. However, Blake is carving out his own path. He has shown interest in creative fields like music and film, but is also exploring his own identity outside of his father's shadow. At 22, Blake hasn't garnered public attention like Blair had at that age, but he is quietly building his life on his own terms, inspired by his father's hard work and success. At 21, Montel Jordan was a college student at Pepperdine University in Malibu, California. Growing up in South Central Los Angeles, Montel faced his share of challenges, but his parents always ensured he stayed focused on his studies and finding his own path. At this age, Montel was already showing signs of musical talent, with skills in performance and songwriting, though music was not yet his career. He was pursuing a degree in communications, preparing for a breakthrough journey in the world of R&B. Just a few years later, Montel would release the legendary hit, "This Is How We Do It," propelling him to stardom and making his name known to the public. At 21, Skyler Jordan, the son of music legend Montel Jordan, grew up in a very different environment. While Montel transitioned from being a major star to a dedicated father and pastor, raising his children with strong values of faith, discipline, and love, Skyler was discovering his own passions. At this age, Skyler was exploring his interests, which included a blend of music, ministry, and entrepreneurship. Inspired by his father's success, Skyler was also focused on carving out his own path. He had inherited his father's charm and creative energy, but channeled these qualities into his unique personal pursuits. At 25, Mekhi Phifer was steadily rising as one of Hollywood's most promising young actors. Born and raised in Harlem, New York, he grew up in a modest environment fueled by the vibrant energy of the city. His career took off at just 19 when he landed a starring role in Spike Lee's Clockers, marking a strong debut that showcased his raw talent. By 25, Mekhi had firmly established himself as a versatile and charismatic actor, with standout performances in films like I Still Know What You Did Last Summer and Soul Food. His ability to bring authenticity and depth to his roles was earning him recognition and making him a familiar face in the industry. Mekhi's success at this stage was a testament to his relentless drive, talent, and determination to carve out a lasting place in Hollywood. At 25, Omaya Phifer, the son of a famous actor, grew up in a very different environment compared to his father. While Mekhi was building his career from the ground up, Omaya had the advantage of being exposed to the entertainment world from an early age. By the time he was 25, Omaya had chosen a quieter, more private lifestyle compared to his father. Although he did not follow the path of acting like his dad, he focused on pursuing his own passions and creating an identity outside the spotlight. At 13, Sterling K. Brown was growing up in St. Louis, Missouri. His life was not about fame or luxury, but about family, education, and discovering who he wanted to become. Sterling faced some tough moments during this time, especially when his father passed away when he was just 10, a loss that deeply affected him and shaped his outlook on life. Despite these challenges, he was a thoughtful and ambitious young boy. At 13, Sterling likely began exploring his love for performance, though he hadn't yet realized that acting would become his calling. He was a focused student with a natural curiosity, qualities that would later help him excel at Stanford University, and then at the Tisch School of the Arts at NYU. Now let's look at Andrew Brown at the age of 13. Growing up as the son of a famous actor, Andrew's childhood was filled with opportunities and experiences that Sterling could never have imagined at the same age. Andrew is growing up in a world where creativity and storytelling are at the center, with a father who is an Emmy-winning actor famous for roles in This Is Us and Black Panther. However, Sterling and his wife Ryan Michelle Bath are committed to raising their children with humility and strong values. Despite the fame surrounding them, they strive to keep their family life grounded and full of love. At 33, Ice-T, whose real name is Tracy Marrow, had already become a prominent figure in the entertainment industry. Born in Newark, New Jersey, and raised in Los Angeles, Ice-T had a tough start in life. He grew up in a challenging urban environment, which influenced his raw storytelling style in music. By the age of 33, Ice-T had transitioned from a street figure involved in gangs to a pioneering force in the gangsta rap genre. Albums like Rhyme Pays and Power solidified his reputation as one of the most influential rappers of his era. The famous song Colors from the movie of the same name brought him further attention, showcasing his ability to blend street credibility with mainstream success. Now speaking about Tracy Marrow Jr. at 33, as the son of a legend, Tracy Jr. grew up in a completely different environment compared to his father. While Ice-T had to struggle and fight for every opportunity, Tracy Jr. grew up in a world of comfort, but also faced the pressure of living up to his father's name. By the age of 33, Tracy Jr. had found his place in the music world, performing as an artist with his father's heavy metal band, Body Count. He has played an important role in the band's live performances, bringing his energy and talent to the stage. At 36, E40, born Earl Stevens, had already solidified his status as a hip-hop icon. Hailing from the Bay Area, he became renowned for his innovative style, captivating storytelling, and distinctive voice. By this age, E40 had dropped several hit albums, including In a Major Way and The Hall of Game, which earned him widespread acclaim. But E40 wasn't just focused on music. He had also established himself as a savvy entrepreneur, launching various business ventures and investing in his community. His combination of musical influence and entrepreneurial spirit made him a pioneering figure in hip-hop, shaping both the culture and industry for years to come. By the age of 36, Droop-E, the son of hip-hop legend E40, had made a significant mark on the music scene. Born Earl Stevens Jr., Droop-E grew up surrounded by music, and by the time he hit 36, he had firmly established himself as a skilled producer and rapper. Starting out as a teenager, he quickly gained recognition for his ability to fuse old-school sounds with contemporary beats. His collaborations with major artists, including his father, showcased his unique musical talents. While E40 had to pave his own way from the ground up, Droop-E benefited from the knowledge and connections his father had built over the years. However, he didn't rely solely on this privilege. Instead, Droop-E worked diligently to carve out his own identity in the industry, producing tracks for artists like Kendrick Lamar and continuing the legacy of his father in his own distinct style. Drake and his son, Adonis Graham, offer a fascinating contrast when reflecting on their childhoods at the age of 6. Growing up in Toronto, Canada, young Drake lived a modest life shaped by his parents' divorce. Raised primarily by his mother, Sandy Graham, while his father, Dennis Graham, lived in the U.S., Drake often speaks about how these early challenges fueled his determination to succeed and provide for his family. At that age, Drake could hardly have imagined the global stardom that awaited him. In comparison, Adonis is already in the spotlight at just 6 years old, thanks to his famous father. From attending NBA games and public events to appearing in Drake's music videos and social media posts, Adonis is growing up surrounded by luxury and attention. Despite their vastly different upbringings, what stands out is Drake's effort to remain a present and nurturing father, striving to ensure Adonis experiences love and grounding amidst the privilege. Dwyane Wade and his son Zaire Wade represent 2 generations of basketball talent, each with a unique journey. In his late teens and early 20s, Dwyane was a rising star navigating a tough upbringing in Robbins, Illinois. Basketball became his refuge and driving force, and by 20, he was showcasing his talent at Marquette University. Though far from the NBA superstar he would become, his relentless work ethic and determination were clear, laying the groundwork for his future Hall of Fame career. Zaire, by contrast, grew up in a world shaped by his father's incredible success, with access to opportunities Dwyane could only dream of at the same age. In his late teens and early 20s, Zaire pursued his own basketball path, making a name for himself in high school and earning a spot with the Salt Lake City Stars in the G League. While their journeys differ greatly, Zaire's pursuit of a professional career reflects the same passion and dedication his father displayed, showing that talent and determination can transcend generations. Juvenile, born Terrius Gray in 1975 in New Orleans, emerged as a trailblazer in Southern rap with his gritty storytelling and distinctive style. At 19, he was navigating the tough New Orleans rap scene, releasing his debut album, Being Myself, in 1995. Around that time, he joined the Hot Boys, alongside rising stars like Lil Wayne, and his collaboration with Cash Money Records propelled him to fame. His music reflected the harsh realities of his upbringing, drawing from the streets of New Orleans to create raw, authentic tracks. Fast forward to today, Juvenile's son, Young Juve, is also 19 and following in his father's footsteps as a rapper. Unlike his dad, Young Juve grew up with the advantages of having a famous parent but also faces the challenge of living up to that legacy. While Juvenile had to hustle to establish his name, Young Juve must navigate public expectations and a rapidly evolving music industry. Leveraging social media to connect with fans and share his work, Young Juve is carving his own path, balancing his father's influence with his own voice. With Juvenile's guidance and his unique perspective, Young Juve is tackling the modern pressures of building a career while honoring the legacy of New Orleans rap royalty. At 36, Big Hit, born Choni Hollis Sr., is navigating a new chapter in life, with music still holding a special place in his heart, though no longer at the forefront of his journey. Once an aspiring musician with undeniable talent, Big Hit's path was derailed by life's challenges, including legal troubles that led to time in prison, putting his dreams on hold. Despite these setbacks, his passion for music remains strong, though his focus has shifted from the spotlight to personal growth. Today, Big Hit is dedicated to rebuilding his life and strengthening his relationships, particularly with his son, Hit Boy, who has risen to prominence in the music industry. As Hit Boy carves out his own legacy, Big Hit finds fulfillment in supporting his son's journey, offering wisdom shaped by his own experiences. Their bond reflects resilience and the enduring power of music to connect across generations. At 36, Hit Boy, born Choni Hollis Jr., is leading a life that's vastly different from his father's at the same age. Over the years, Hit Boy has earned widespread recognition as a celebrated music producer and artist, collaborating with some of the biggest names in the industry, including Kanye West, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z. His career took off early, and by 36, he has solidified his place as a leading figure in the world of music production, shaping the sound of modern hip-hop and beyond. At 12 years old, Omari Hardwick was a typical boy navigating life in Decatur, Georgia. Raised in a working-class family, he was instilled with values of discipline, education, and the importance of hard work. While his world was far from glamorous, Omari developed a deep love for sports, especially football and track. Though acting hadn't yet entered his mind, he showed early signs of creativity, often channeling his thoughts and feelings through poetry and storytelling. His childhood was shaped by resilience and a strong sense of family, which formed the foundation of his character. Despite facing challenges, Omari's focus on academics and his passion for self-expression hinted at the drive and determination that would later propel him into the entertainment world, even if he didn't yet know where his path would lead. Now, looking at Nova Hardwick at the same age, she grew up in a completely different environment compared to her father. As the daughter of a successful actor, Nova lives in a world full of opportunities that Omari didn't have when he was young. Nova has had the chance to observe the entertainment industry from a unique position thanks to her father's career and success in shows like Power. However, despite being surrounded by fame and success, Nova was raised in a humble lifestyle. Omari and his wife, Jennifer, have always emphasized the importance of humility, hard work, and family values. If you think growing up under the spotlight is easy, you would be mistaken. At 27, Curtis Jackson, better known as 50 Cent, had already solidified his place as a global icon. By this time, he wasn't just a rapper. He had transformed into a multifaceted mogul. After the monumental success of his debut album Get Rich or Die Tryin', which catapulted him into the spotlight, 50 Cent became a household name with hit tracks like In Da Club. His gritty lyrics and captivating storytelling reflected his tough upbringing in Queens, New York, and resonated with listeners worldwide. At 27, he had already expanded beyond music, building an empire with ventures in G-Unit Records, fashion lines, and lucrative business deals. 50 Cent's rise from adversity to success is a testament to his resilience, entrepreneurial spirit, and his ability to turn challenges into triumphs. At 27, Marquise Jackson's journey has taken a markedly different path from that of his father, 50 Cent. Growing up with privileges his father could only dream of, Marquise had access to a comfortable lifestyle, quality education, and opportunities in entertainment and business. However, their father-son relationship has been fraught with tension, often playing out in the public eye through social media disputes. While Marquise has pursued ventures in acting and business, he faces the unique challenge of stepping out of his father's massive shadow. Despite not achieving the same meteoric success as 50 Cent, Marquise remains determined to carve out his own path. He has openly expressed his desire to build his identity independent of his father's legacy, proving that he is more than just 50 Cent's son. Though his journey is filled with challenges, Marquise continues to push forward, driven by a determination to create his own success story. At 5 years old, Lance Gross was just an ordinary boy growing up in Oakland, California. His life at that time wasn't about luxury or fame, but family, play, and big dreams. Lance's parents instilled in him a strong sense of discipline and a love for hard work from a young age. At this age, he was probably just beginning to show signs of the creativity and confidence that would later help him become a star. Although Lance hadn't yet discovered his passion for acting or photography, he was building the foundation for the person he would become. Lance's childhood was shaped by community values, humility, and ambition. At just 5 years old, Lennon Lauren Gross is growing up in an environment brimming with love, creativity, and opportunity. The son of Lance Gross and Rebecca Jefferson, Lennon is surrounded by a supportive family that encourages his imagination and joy. Fans often catch glimpses of his adorable moments through the heartwarming photos and videos Lance shares on social media, showcasing the sweet bond between father and son. Whether it's a playful interaction or a tender family moment, Lennon already exudes a natural charisma reminiscent of his father's. The contrast between their childhoods is striking. Lance grew up in a modest household, filled with dreams of a brighter future, but unsure of how they would unfold. Lennon, on the other hand, is immersed in a world where creativity and ambition are woven into daily life, giving him a foundation to dream even bigger. Surrounded by endless encouragement, Lennon's journey is just beginning, and he is already showing signs of the charm and potential that runs in the family. At 3 years old, Ray J was just a little boy growing up in Macomb, Mississippi, alongside his sister Brandy. Their family had a strong musical inclination and received solid support from their parents, Willie Norwood Sr. and Sonia Norwood. From a young age, Ray J was surrounded by music and performance, as his father was a gospel singer and vocal coach. His childhood was filled with love and encouragement, but it wasn't marked by fame yet. Now, compared to Epic Ray Norwood Jr. at the same age, growing up as the son of Ray J and Princess Love, Epic's world is completely different. Born into a life of luxury and fame, Epic has been in the spotlight from a young age. His parents often share adorable photos and videos of him on social media, and fans love watching the moments that showcase his personality. At just 3 years old, Epic is already showing signs of being active, curious, and full of energy, traits similar to his father's personality. What's endearing about the relationship between Ray J and Epic is Ray J's active role as a father. He often speaks about the love he has for fatherhood and how his children, including Epic, inspire him every day. Whether it's playing together or simply watching his son grow, it's clear that Ray J is deeply invested and always present in his child's life. At 24 years old, Malik Yoba was on the brink of becoming a prominent name. Born and raised in the Bronx, New York, Malik was a young man with big dreams and a strong work ethic. Passionate about acting and storytelling, he was making significant strides in the entertainment industry. By his mid-20s, Malik had landed his breakthrough role as J.C. Williams in the TV series New York Undercover. This role not only catapulted him to fame, but also established him as a standout figure in television. At this point in his life, Malik was giving his all to build his career from the ground up, showcasing his talent and versatility. Now, looking at Josiah Yoba at the same age, his life at 24 is markedly different from what his father Malik experienced. Growing up in a well-known family, Josiah had access to opportunities that Malik could only dream of at the same age. However, being the child of a celebrity comes with its own set of challenges, including the pressure to meet public expectations and carve out a unique identity. Despite these challenges, Josiah is actively forging his own path. While he may not be in the spotlight like his father was at 24, he is exploring his creative passions and personal interests, including music and entrepreneurship. With a drive to establish his own legacy, Josiah is proving that success doesn't have to follow the same script as he focuses on building a life true to his individuality. At 29, Rick Fox was a star in the world of basketball. Born in Toronto, Canada, and raised in the Bahamas, Rick had a natural talent for the sport from a young age. By the age of 29, he was at the peak of his NBA career, playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. Rick had won a championship ring and was part of the legendary Lakers team in the early 2000s alongside Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. Rick stood out not only for his basketball skills, but also for his charisma and good looks, which opened up many opportunities outside of basketball. At this age, Rick began exploring opportunities in Hollywood, taking on acting roles and preparing for a second career after retiring from the NBA. At a similar age, Kyle Fox's journey looks quite different from his father's. Growing up in a privileged environment, Kyle had access to resources and opportunities that his father, Rick Fox, had to work tirelessly to achieve. However, Kyle deliberately chose a quieter path, steering away from the spotlight that defined his father's career. Instead, he developed a strong interest in technology, video games, and entrepreneurship, focusing on building his own identity away from public scrutiny. Unlike Rick, who at 29 was navigating the pressures of professional basketball and transitioning into acting, Kyle has taken a more private approach. His pursuits reflect a focus on personal passions and carving out a unique space for himself, free from the comparisons often tied to being the child of a celebrity. This divergence highlights the individuality of their journeys, with Kyle quietly making his mark in his own way. At 29, Terrence Howard was steadily making his way into the spotlight, laying the groundwork for what would become a remarkable acting career. Born in Chicago and raised in Cleveland, his early years were marked by significant hardships, including a turbulent family life. Despite these challenges, Terrence's creative spark and passion for performance shone through, driving him to pursue his dreams. By his late 20s, he began earning attention with roles in television and film, displaying his range and depth as an actor. Performances in Dead Presidents and Mr. Holland's Opus hinted at the talent that would later catapult him to stardom. While not yet a household name, Terrence's commitment and perseverance at this stage were setting the stage for iconic roles in Hustle and Flow and Empire. At 29, he was on the brink of greatness, with his ambition and hard work paving the way for a future in Hollywood. Now, looking at Hunter Howard at a similar age, his journey stands in stark contrast to that of his father, Terrence. While Terrence had to fight to break into Hollywood, Hunter grew up with the privileges and opportunities his father's hard work afforded him. However, life as the child of a celebrity comes with its own challenges, including the pressure to live up to the family legacy or establish an identity outside of it. At 29, Hunter has chosen to carve his own path, focusing on creative pursuits like music and entrepreneurship rather than stepping into the acting world. Unlike his father, who thrived in the public eye, Hunter values privacy and prefers to build his success away from the spotlight. His journey highlights the difference in their approaches. Terrence forged his career through perseverance in Hollywood, while Hunter is quietly pursuing his passions, creating a distinct legacy of his own. At 17, Kevin Hart was just an ordinary teenager living in Philadelphia, far from the superstar comedian he would later become. Raised by his mother, Nancy, who worked hard to support him and his brother, Kevin's early years were marked by challenges. His father battled drug addiction, often absent from their lives, which added to the family's struggles. To cope with these difficult circumstances, Kevin turned to humor. Known for his quick wit, he made people laugh at school and at home, yet comedy was never on his radar as a career. At the time, he was simply a teenager trying to navigate life's hurdles, unaware that his innate talent for making others laugh would eventually propel him to global fame. At 17, Hendrix Hart, the son of Kevin Hart, has had a completely different upbringing than his father. Growing up in the lap of luxury, Hendrix enjoys privileges that come with his father's fame and success, attending glamorous red carpet events, going on lavish vacations, and experiencing a lifestyle Kevin could never have imagined at his age. Despite this, Hendrix remains grounded and humble, a reflection of the values his father instilled in him. Kevin Hart has always emphasized the importance of hard work and humility, no matter the wealth or fame, and Hendrix embraces those lessons. While he hasn't chosen comedy as a path, Hendrix has expressed an interest in creative fields such as fashion and music, showcasing his own talents and passions. Kevin proudly shares how Hendrix has stayed true to himself, a trait that fills him with immense pride. At 24, Anthony Anderson was still in the early stages of his acting career, determined to make his mark in Hollywood. Growing up in Compton, California, he faced his share of challenges and early rejections, with many telling him he didn't fit the typical Hollywood mold. However, Anthony's perseverance and passion kept him moving forward. After graduating from Howard University, where he refined his acting skills and gained the confidence to pursue his dreams, Anthony was ready to take on the world. At this age, he started small, accepting roles in TV shows and commercials, and putting in the hard work necessary to build the foundation of his career. His journey was far from easy, but his dedication set him on the path to becoming the successful actor and comedian he is today. Now, looking at Nathan Anderson at the same age as the son of a famous actor, Nathan grew up in a world full of opportunities. At 24, Nathan began pursuing his own dreams, following in his father's footsteps, but in his own way. Nathan also attended Howard University, highlighting the strong influence of his father's legacy on his path. Unlike Anthony, Nathan didn't have to build everything from scratch, but that doesn't mean his journey wasn't challenging. Growing up as the child of a celebrity often comes with high expectations and the pressure to live up to the family name. At 24, Nathan ventured into acting and appeared in projects alongside his father. He also expressed interest in other areas of the entertainment industry, showing that he is not just the son of Anthony Anderson. So, which father-son duo surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories like this one.